High school girls soccer game, South Union Township Sports Network coverage. Brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring Township supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, Atlantic Broadband Cable, Armstrong Cable, and our friends at CUTV, including Gary Smith. Again, I'm Brian Morozak with Jerry Dupain. We'll be back for the lineups for both teams in just a moment. A reminder that our coverage today is brought to you by the Sprouse Insurance Group in Uniontown and agent David Hughes. United Bank, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law. Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown. Jason Scott, South Union Township Supervisor. Southwest Gastrointestinal Specialist, SWGI in Uniontown, Dr. Calabrese, Ruthard Stokes, and Hoppy. Zebley Mahalovan White, Uniontown Business and Bankruptcy Attorneys. South Union Township Supervisors Robert Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott. Chesler's Fine Furniture, 601 Pittsburgh Road, Uniontown, in front of the Fayette Plaza. And the Laurel Highlands Girls Soccer Boosters reminding you that Senior Day for the Laurel Highlands Girls is coming up on September the 7th. So the start of the high school girls soccer season, Laurel Highlands 9-7 a season ago, 8-6 out of Section 2 3A play. The Uniontown Lady Raiders looking for their first win over the last 3 years. They went 0-17 a season ago. Michael Wystepik, the head coach of the Red Raiders, Denny Marzano in his second year as the head coach of the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. As we said, the season opening game and the section opening game for both Uniontown and Laurel Highlands, both Coach Wystepik and Denny Marzano in their second year as head coaches, and the Mustangs looking for their 20th straight win in this series over Uniontown. The last Red Raider win, you have to go all the way back to 2009. Looking at the lineups here today, both of these schools playing a 4-4-2. We'll start first with Uniontown. They'll have Carmen Kudaba in goal on the back line. Sarah White, Jacqueline Jeffries, Kaylee Mutnansky, and Lizzie Perkins. In the midfield, Zaya McCune, Georgia Holes, Allison Novak, and Emily Gammon. And on the front line, Mia Johnston and Chloe Harger. For Laurel Highlands, they're also playing a 4-4-2 today with Jaden Rubalcaba in goal. And they will have on the front line Kate Chido and Jocelyn Radcliffe with Madison McLean, Addie Nose, Allie Nose, and Ellie Mancini. In the midfield with Julie Cooper, Madison Nicolo, and Lexi Taylor on the back line for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. The Mustangs with 3 seniors, 7 juniors, and 1 sophomore in their starting 11 here today. Jerry, do we have commercials queued up at all? No commercials queued up, so we'll keep it right here and get ready for the start of this evening's matchup. Laurel Highlands and their away whites with blue numbers. They're defending the goal off to our right, and the Uniontown Red Raiders and their home maroons with white numbers defending the goal to our left. And we'll take a quick pause here for the national anthem.
Turn your attention to the United States flag at the far end of the end zone with the singing of the national anthem. Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bomb bursting in air, yet proved through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land and the free and the home of the brave.
We're just about set to go. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the Uniontown Red Raiders. And a mission we made from the starting lineup for Laurel Highlands, Jenna Voighton on the front line, and they're actually playing a 3-4-3 today. Again, Taylor, Nicolo, and Cooper on the back line. McLean, the Nose Sisters, and Ellie Mancini in the midfield with Kate Chido, Jocelyn Radcliffe, and Jenna Voighton on the front line for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Radcliffe was actually the leading goal scorer for Laurel Highlands a season ago. She scored 20. Kate Chido with 8. Madison McLean with 5. Jenna Voighton with 4. Ellie Mancini is a freshman, scored 9. Allie Knows with 2. Brianna Marzano with 2. And Addie Knows with 3. Red Raiders breaking their huddle off to our left.
And I'd like to give a special welcome to the 2 referees here this evening. Glad you made it safe.
And we're just about set to go. Mustangs also breaking off to our right. Last time Uniontown won a game, if you go all the way back to October the 14th of 2019 over Albert Gallatin. They won 4-1, so trying to snap a 24-game losing streak here tonight. And it'll be Chloe Harger to get things started. Only a freshman playing her first varsity game. Again, this is the season opening game, section opening game for both Uniontown and Laurel Highlands. Nice to bring it to you here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Brian Morozak along with Jerry Dupay. Again, we'll have the boys game between these two schools coming up for you at 7:30 tonight as well. An early pressure there from Kate Chido, knocking it down to Jocelyn Radcliffe. A little chip from 25 going wide of Carmen Kudaba. Over our first goal kick here of the evening, just 15 seconds in. Kudaba, the junior keeper for the Red Raiders, sending it out on the far side. Red Raiders trying to keep possession here out of their own zone there with Georgia Holes. And a little chip forward. Again, you have 2 freshmen on that front line for Uniontown. Mia Johnston, number 4, and Chloe Harger, number 15, as Ruva Kaba sends it out. Intended there for Jocelyn Radcliffe, a little bit too far. Uniontown will have a throw in here from the near side, as Kaylee Madansky will take it. Kaylee trying to send it in there. It's a Sarah White, knocked down there by Jocelyn. Red Raiders keep possession again, and Kaylee reloads off the body there of Jossie Radcliffe, and again out of bounds on the near side. Mustangs returning, getting a lot of depth from a season ago as the Red Raiders look for a break here from Allison Novak. Shot on goal, just a little high there of Jaden Ruvalcaba. But Novak, some early pressure on the Uniontown side. Allison only a sophomore, wearing number 21. Almost 2 minutes in, scoreless from Bill Powers Stadium. These two schools met twice a season ago. Laurel Highlands romped Uniontown in both meetings, 13-1 and 12-3. Red Raiders trying to keep it a little bit closer here this late afternoon into the evening hours. Allison Novak again out of her own zone. Sent down on the far side as Zaya McCune tries to track it down, defending there Lexi Taylor on the Laurel Highlands side. Pretty good battle there as Lexi, a little trip up, and that'll be a throw-in for Uniontown here in the Mustang zone. McCune to send it in. Play whistle down here outside the box. What do we got? Offsides call against Uniontown on the pass back. That'll be a Laurel Highlands free kick. The Mustangs send it out on the far line into their bench. And Denny Marzano, the head coach of the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, second year back. His wife Tammy, Mustang assistant. Their daughter Brianna, sophomore on this Laurel Highlands team. Probably see plenty of her tonight as well. Mustangs a little run out of their own zone. Ellie Mancini sending it down the far wing. Sarah White there defending for Uniontown. Sends it into the bench and out of play. Mustangs looking to reload. Had a lot of rain throughout the course of the day. Most of the skies have cleared for the most part. A couple of clouds out there, but aren't expecting much rain here into the evening hours. Mustangs trying to find Chido, goes out to Jenna Voighton, who looks to center. and goes out of play. Should be another Uniontown goal kick as Carmen Kudaba will reload again here for the Red Raiders. Mustangs were in the playoffs again last year. Fell in the first round, losing to Plum 7-1. Have some pressure here again with Chido. Chido back into the box. They're going to rule this actually off of Uniontown and out. And Chido actually let it go as the Red Raiders were the last to touch it. So we'll have a corner kick here for Laurel Highlands. It'll be Julie Cooper to take it. Cooper, a senior on this Laurel Highlands team. Only a couple of seniors. Chloe DeGia, Cooper, Jasmine Lemus, and Rulva Cabas that sent it into the box and actually went off the crossbar and out of play. So this will be a goal kick here for the Red Raiders. Just over 5 minutes in. This match still scoreless. And Kudaba, a nice boot. That one going through Zaya McCune and back on the Mustang defensive line with Lexi Taylor. Played back to Rulva Caba. And a little chip forward that's knocked down by Emily Gammon. Mustangs, though, get back on it. Try to reset now, edge of the Uniontown zone. And a nice little play there from Chido down to Radcliffe. Try to come between defenders. Went down on the play. No foul called. Ball goes over the touch line here on the near side. And ruled off of Uniontown and out. This will be an Addie Nose throw-in here for the Mustangs. Radcliffe grabbing her right shoulder a little bit. Trying to loosen it up after going down on the pitch. Into the box off of Jenna Voigtman out. And another Uniontown goal kick. Mustangs have had the better of the pressure here in the opening 6 minutes plus. Uniontown the one scoring opportunity with Allison Novak getting a shot that just went over the crossbar. That went off the body of Addie Nose and out. Red Raiders reload again here from the near side. Mia Johnston on the lob. In traffic, circled back there by Allison Novak. Looking for a little help. Novak gets another touch. Bodied down there by Madison Nicolo. Back onto the feet of Ellie Mancini. And sent wide to Julie Cooper. Cooper across the midfield stripe, coming forward, looking for a little help. Voigtman a touch, over to Chido. Back through Voigtman, over to Cooper on the far wing. Julie Cooper on the break here for Laurel Highlands. Cross out in front, Chido there, but broken up by the Red Raider defender Jacqueline Jeffries. And out of play. It'll be another Mustang corner kick. And Julie Cooper will take it.
Corner kick for the Lady Mustangs.
Now Cooper sending it into the box, but deflected. That'll be another goal kick here for Uniontown. Carmen Kudaba in sending it out. Red Raiders body it down. Send it off on the near side here to Emily Gammon. Mustangs a little pressure again as it's deflected out. And again over the near line. Addie knows to trigger it in. Over to Radcliffe with a little run here into the box. Jocelyn in the corner. Pretty move coming alive with a cross that goes through Voigtman and out of play for another goal kick. 31-30 left here in the first half. Uniontown and Laurel Highlands still scoreless. Been a competitive game so far. Good to see between these two crosstown rivals. And both Laurel Highlands boys and girls with long win streaks Again, Uniontown going into the action today, and another cross out in front. Ball still loose, and Jenna Voighton with the last touch into the back of the net, and Laurel Highlands strikes first on the Jenna Voighton goal, coming here at the 31:02 mark of the first half to give the Mustangs an early 1-0 lead. So the Mustangs got a little action out in front, and Voighton got the last touch. And Laurel Highlands with a 1-0 lead. Going back a season ago, Voighton with 4 goals scored for the Mustangs. And they also have an injury down there as well on the Uniontown side. Might be the keeper, Kudaba. Yeah, there was a lot of activity going on there right along the goal line. Gladys Melka, the Uniontown trainer down there, attending to Kudaba. Again, I'd like to remind you, our sponsors here today, the Sprouse Insurance Group in Uniontown and Agent David Hughes, United Bank. Davis & Davis, attorneys at law. Smith Lewis Chess, CPAs in Uniontown. Jason Scott, South Union Township Supervisor. Southwestern Gastrointestinal Specialist, SWGI in Uniontown. Dr. Calabrese, Ruth Hart Stokes, and Hoppy. Zebley Mahalovic and White, Uniontown Business and Bankruptcy Attorneys. The South Union Township Supervisors, Robert Schiff-Bauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott. Chesler's Furniture, 601 Pittsburgh Road, Uniontown, in front of the Fayette Plaza. And the Laurel Highlands Girls Soccer Boosters. So Kudaba still down. Back up, at least in a sitting position. You hope she just got the wind knocked out of her and nothing too serious. And we'll have a keeper change now, mandated by that injury. On the Laurel Highlands, or on the Uniontown side, excuse me. Kudaba grabbing her head as she walks towards the sidelines. We're waiting for Uniontown to trot out a new keeper. Again, we're in the first half, 31:02 left here in the first half of play. And we'll wait here and see who the Red Raiders use in goal. Looks like it might be Sophie Kudaba coming in to take the place of her sister. Sophie, only a freshman. To talk about being thrown into the fire. So it'll be Sophie Kudaba as the new Uniontown goalie. As Carmen gets attended to inside the Uniontown tent. Reminder, if you're watching this game on Atlantic Broadband or Armstrong Cable, I'd like to let you know that all of our South Union Township Sports Network games and programs available live online. Easy to find. Just log on to the South Union Township Facebook page, facebook.com/SouthUnionTV. You can also sign up for notifications anytime we go live. All of our games also archived on the South Union YouTube page as well for your viewing pleasure.
South Union Township Supervisors, Robert Schiff-Bauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott would like to wish good luck to the Indoor Soccer League teams on having a fun indoor soccer season.
So Sophie Kudaba, the new Uniontown goalie. Now we're back to play after the Jenna Voighton goal at the 31:02 mark of the first half. Here's Georgia Holes coming forward here for the Red Raiders. Georgia still trying to work with it here after a little pressure on the Laurel Highlands side from Ellie Mancini. To Zaya McCune on the far wing. Allie knows there on the Laurel Highlands side and picked up by Zaya McCune. With a little run forward. Mustangs knock it down there defensively. As Julie Cooper comes forward. Cooper will cover a lot of ground on the Laurel Highlands side. Listed as a defender. You'll see her take the corner kicks, and she'll be very active on the offensive side on a lot of the attack runs down the field. Here's Jenna Voigt on the far wing. Touch over to Chido. Looking for Radcliffe, but it goes back to the freshman keeper, Sophie Kudaba. Sophie sends it out. Went off of Uniontown's Allison Novak there. Mustangs pick up possession again. Jocelyn Radcliffe tripped up here in the box. See if we're going to get a foul. No foul. We're playing on. Jenna Voigt on top of the box. A little chip going wide there on the far side and out of play. So the referees gave the play on after Radcliffe went down inside the box. After all of that, it's be a goal kick here for Uniontown. Emily Gammon will take it. 29-13 left here in the first half. Played back on the far side. Julie Cooper retreating there for the Mustangs, letting go out of play. Went off of Uniontown and out. So Cooper to reload. Sent it there to Madison McLean. Oh, pressure again from Allison Novak, who's played well early on the Uniontown side. Novak, another nice run. Novak sending it off to her right there to Chloe Harger. Couldn't get it into the 18-yard box. As Ellie Mancini counters on the other side for the Mustangs. Here's Mancini. Good run here for Laurel Highlands. Mancini still with it. Crosses out in front looking for Radcliffe. Was broken up there by Gammon. And Holes another touch up there to Novak again on the Uniontown side. A nice little through ball down the far wing. Mia Johnston trying to track it down. Johnston with possession, trying to work into the box. Cooper defending, and Cooper winning the ball there for Laurel Highlands. Cooper playing it back. Where Allison Novak again picks up possession on the Uniontown side. Novak will touch there to Georgia Holes. Coming past Allie Nose. And Holes just a little chip wide. Be a goal kick now for Ulva Kaba and the Mustangs. Laurel Highlands has really yet to test Sophie Kudaba in goal. After Sophie came in for her sister Carmen, who was injured after the Jenna Voighton goal at the 31:02 mark of the first half. The only goal we've had so far in this match. Here's Ulva Kaba sending it off there to Cooper. Now Lexi Taylor a touch. Uniontown winning possession again with Sarah White. Touch from Lizzie Perkins. And the Mustangs send it the other way. Here's Jenna Voighton on the run. They're going to call it offsides as Voighton was behind the last Uniontown defender, Jacqueline Jeffries. Emily Gammon take the free kick. Touchdown there by Ellie Mancini again. Here's Kate Shido. Touch forward looking for Radcliffe. Never got her way. Gammon another nice clear. Mancini back on it. Far wing Jenna Voighton. And now Ellie again. Ellie Mancini towards the goal. And that went into the back of the nets. Sophie Kudaba was frozen. And Ellie Mancini giving Laurel Highlands a 2-0 lead from Kudaba's initial reaction. You thought it was going wide. But Mancini scoring here at the 26-22 mark of the first half. And now Laurel Highlands a 2-0 lead. Mancini last year for Laurel Highlands. Scored 9 goals for the Mustangs as a freshman. They whistle the ball in play, quickly whistling it back down. Not sure what that was all about, but they're going to give the ball here, it looks like, to the Mustangs. And the referee's whistling it down again. No real explanation as far as what was called there, but nonetheless, Ellie Mancini getting things going again. Radcliffe trying to break. Went off the body there, Matansky. And a lob back in Jocelyn Radcliffe's direction. That one going through Sarah White. And out of play. Another goal kick here for Uniontown. So White to get things restarted. And Sarah, a good boot here down the near side. Knocked down by Chloe Harger. But Chloe relinquishing possession to Madison McLean. The Red Raiders fight back. Another good touch there from Allison Novak. Was looking on the wing for Gammon. Got intercepted by Addie Nose. And Nose a little sidestep there on Jacqueline Jeffries. Shot attempt blocked by Sarah White. Deflected out of play. Should be a Laurel Highlands corner kick. And we'll jog Julie Cooper down on the far side to take it here for the Mustangs. 24-34. Left here in the first half. Cooper, hand in the air, takes it, goes low, into the box, gets deflected back in Julie's direction. Uniontown looking for a clear. Julie over to Chido, again blocked out in front. Mustangs trying to reload again, and a little chip going high there from Rosie Amoroso, who just entered the match on the Laurel Highlands side. About to play for another goal kick. Red Raiders make a change as well.
Coming in for Uniontown, Casey Filkovic.
Casey Filikovic coming in on the Uniontown side. Casey wearing number 22, junior defender. Mustangs looking for Radcliffe again. Roll back to the freshman Sophie Kudaba. Sophie trying to send it down. Goes off the body there of Amoroso. A little collision as Addie Nose try to come forward. Amoroso another touch. And Amoroso got tripped up. A little late whistle. Get a foul called here on Uniontown. Madison McLean will take the free kick here on the Laurel Highlands side from about 42 yards out. McLean, a little line drive on the far side, going all the way through and out. Get another Uniontown goal kick. Emily Gammon to take it. Send it down on the far side. Jenna Voighton coming forward. We'll touch off there to Madison McLean, but the Red Raiders get possession back. That freshman front line, Harger and Johnston. And broken up again by Julie Cooper. Cooper going low. Good ball there to Brianna Marzano. Marzano just checking in, the sophomore. And a fabulous freshman season looking to center. It's deflected back. Past Jenna Voighton, and now Voighton trying to regain. Goes back on the Mustang back line. Madison Nicolo. Low ball. Amoroso a touch. Angled back in Addie Nose's direction. Addie coming down the near side. On her shoulder, Emily Gammon. Addie trying to go between defenders. Filikova kind of gave her a side shoulder. It's played back again to Lexi Taylor. Angling it off through Voighton. Marzano trying to come back there on the Laurel Highlands side. Battling Zaya McCune. McCune on the run. Cooper slows it down. Marzano another touch in open space. Voighton again. Jenna Voighton coming forward. Through Amoroso. Ball loose here on the near wing. Filakovic touching it back. Addie Nose on the other side for the Mustangs. On the back line to Niccolo. Reset to Lexi Taylor. Touch off on the far side, Julie Cooper. The settle to Madison McLean. Madison trying to go wide there of Georgia Holes on the break in Marzano's direction. A knockdown by Lizzie Perkins trying to work out of her own zone. And sent outs. Mustangs back in again to Jenna Voighton. Voighton scored the first Mustang goal at the 31:02 mark of the first half. Ellie Mancini followed at the 26:22 mark. We're almost midway through this first half. Played almost 20 minutes of soccer. That one too far for the junior Addie Nose.
Substitution for the Mustangs.
Mustangs making another change. Checking out Lexi Taylor. Looks like that's 25. Adriana Walker seeing her first varsity action. So 25 Walker checking in on the Laurel Highlands side. And that ball's going to be ruled out there on the little exchange from Nose to Radcliffe. Busy season for the Radcliffes. Jocelyn's brother Harry set a Laurel Highlands school record on Friday with a 53-yard field goal. And Harry, along with his younger brother Cole, a freshman on the Uniontown soccer team, will be in action later on tonight. We've got a Uniontown free kick here. Sarah White to take it. About 38 yards from goal. So White on the angle on the far side. A little deflection out in front. It was a nice ball that went off of Uniontown's Kaylee Matansky, who's actually playing up. Almost got a deflection there inside the box as the Red Raiders try to get back to within one. Down 2-0 so far. 18:40 left here in the first half. Radcliffe, good ball coming forward here. Chido on the run. The freshman keeper, Sophie Kudaba, able to get to it before Kate Chido. Off the body there of Jossie Radcliffe. Jocelyn, nice little move around Emily Gammon. Radcliffe in a little open space. Top of the box. Radcliffe, look out here. Low ball off the post and in. So Radcliffe with the deflection off the near post past Kudaba to give Laurel Highlands a 3-0 lead. 18-13 left here in the first half. So Radcliffe, who had 20 a season ago for Laurel Highlands, gets her first of the 2022 campaign and gives Laurel Highlands a 3-0 lead. And Radcliffe's been very involved early on in this game. You kind of had a feeling it was just a matter of time before she would get her first of the night. Kudaba out of her own zone. Bodied down there by Brianna Marzano. Marzano keeping it alive. Back to Jenna Voighton. McLean, low ball coming forward. Amoroso was there. Couldn't track it down as it goes back to Kudaba again. You're just joining us. Sophie Kudaba in goal. Her sister Carmen started the match and got injured after the first Mustang goal scored by Jenna Voighton. Marzano keeping it alive. A little push back there to Julie Cooper. Lizzie Perkins back on it. A little push down the far side and deflected out. Be a throw in here for Adriana Walker. Mustangs high on Walker. Actually, the first freshman to make an appearance in the match here today. Molly Nair and Rachel Gibbs, Taylor Irwin, Walker, Jacqueline Dressel, Neela Hill, Morgan Ferris, Kylie and Torrey, and Ellie Sullivan. Other members of the freshman class on this Laurel Highlands soccer roster. Sarah White looking for a little pushback. Georgia Holes is there in traffic. Little turn looking for a clear. Headed down there by Niccolo, but the Red Raiders, little steal trying to come back. Nice little retreat there from Addie Nose to get back on the ball defensively there for Laurel Highlands. Addie playing it back to Rubalcaba. Angling, looking for Amoroso. Little ball forward there again from Georgia Holes. Has a lot of talent. I've seen Georgia over the years as well. Playing down at the South Union Rec Center. And Georgia into the box. Look out here. Georgia trying to keep it alive. Little low ball towards Rubalcaba. And Jaden on the reset now on the Mustang side. Of course, we had a conference reshuffling in the offseason. Every 2 years, WPIAL with realignment. So you get a couple of new foes, it seems, that swing in and swing out of the conference. This year, the Mustangs conference consisting of Thomas Jefferson, Elizabeth Forward, Ringgold, Albert Gallatin, Belle Vernon, Connellsville, of course, Laurel Highlands and Uniontown. So with 8 teams in the conference, you'll actually play 14 conference games home and away. This one of only 4 girls' soccer games around the WPIL tonight is Radcliffe with a little header into the box, going to be ruled offsides.
Offsides on the play. Of course, they do have a menu now. We have hot sausage sandwich, walking tacos, pepperoni rolls.
And he had a nice little break there from Chido. The play whistled down on the offsides. But this is actually the only conference game going on anywhere. As far as girls soccer on the WPIL tonight, you have Carrick at Carlinton, Ligonier Valley United, and Woodland Hills at Carrick. The only other girls soccer games around the WPIL. Marzano looking to center. Brianna getting it back on the far side. Touchdown by Chido. Moves off to her left and sends the shot on goal, but Sophie Kudabo with the save. Yesterday, conference play got underway with Elizabeth Ford blanking Albert Gallatin 8-0. Thomas Jefferson looking strong this year. Shut out Belle Vernon 4-0. And Ringgold a 3-1 win over Connellsville. Section expected to be very competitive this year. Mustangs. Addie Nose. Run down the near side. He's looking for Radcliffe. Broken up by Emily Gammon. And deflected out. Sarah White to take the throw in. Down on the near side to Chloe Harger. Broken up there by Madison Niccolo. Will play it back to Jaden Rubalcaba on the Laurel Highlands side. Jenna Voighton down the far wing now for the Mustangs. Voighton looking for Marzano. Played back to center again. Walker, the freshman. Lost it there. Good pressure again on the Uniontown side. Once again, that was Allison Novak involved in the play. Walker trying to chip it forward. Went off the head there of Julie Cooper, but setting up an odd man break here for the Mustangs. Chido on it again, 3-on-2 coming back. Chido trying to go between defenders. Chido staying with it again. Played back to Voighton, low ball. Blocked to the top of the 18 by Sarah White. Novak gets another touch out of her own zone, and a good ball coming forward here as the Red Raiders try to break. That's Mia Johnston, the freshman. Pulls up, looks for help, nothing there. Goes back again on the Mustang side. Up to Amoroso, lost it off of her foot. Jacqueline Jeffries sending it off on the far side. Red Raiders reset for midfield. Mustangs find possession again. Amoroso again can't hang on. Coming back here, Georgia Holes. Holds down the near side. Crosses off to her left. Touched back by Walker. Looking to free up Radcliffe. And here's Radcliffe. Good ball. That's onsides. Down to Chido on the break. Kate Chido one-on-one with Sophie Kudaba. And Chido with the shot. Kudaba. What a save. And give the freshman a lot of credit there. That was not easy. Denying one of the Mustangs' best goal scorers in Kate Chido. And Sophie Kudaba standing tall. Mustangs again breaking back. Addie Knows. Addie Knows off to her right. Here's Addie Knows from 25 yards. Sends it into the back of the net. What a shot there from Addie Knows.
Kaylee, is that what you would bring on?
First of the match for Addie Knows, coming here at the 10:56 mark of the first half. And Laurel Highlands now up 4-0. So you've had one apiece from Voighton, Mancini, Radcliffe, and Knows. And now the Red Raiders making another keeper change. They're telling me now that's Kaylee Matansky. That's in goal. That's the third keeper the Red Raiders have used so far in the match. Again, initially, Carmen Kudaba injured after the Jenna Voighton goal at the 31:02 mark of the first half. As Jocelyn Radcliffe triple teamed. And certainly see where the Uniontown defensive focus is at. Trying to slow her down. Mustangs, though, keep the ball again, trying to free up Chido. Goes back defensively to Sarah White and then angled out of play. Be a Uniontown throw-in. White will take it. White with the lob. It's played back on her feet. Down to Allison Novak. Losing it there again on the Laurel Highlands side. Marzano on the break. Lizzie Perkins defending. Mustangs keep possession again. Chido into the box. And deflected out of play. With 9:29 left until halftime. A 4-0 lead for the Mustangs over the Red Raiders.
Substitution for Laurel Highlands.
Now we'll get a corner kick. And you'll have the freshman Walker taking it. Adriana Walker on the corner. A little line drive out in front. Actually went off the head of Sarah White. All the way through. Should be a Laurel Highlands throw-in here on the near side. It is. Addie Knows to take it. Over the head of Radcliffe. Again, loose in the box. You had Morgan Ferris on the doorstep. This will be a corner kick this time coming from the near side. Addie Knows here, taking it high lob, far post. Marzano knocking it down. Brianna now retreating. Getting a little help there from Walker with a blast off the football crossbar. Actually off the football uprights. Be a goal kick here for the Red Raiders. Again, I'd like to thank our sponsors on the South Union Township Sports Network, the Sprouse Insurance Group and Agent David Hughes. United Bank, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law. Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown. Jason Scott, South Union Township Supervisor. Southwestern Gastrointestinal Specialist, SWGI in Uniontown. Dr. Calabrese, Ruth Hart Stokes, and Hoppy. And here's Radcliffe. Little one-hopper on goal. Madansky making the save. Zebley, Mahal, and White, Uniontown Business and Bankruptcy Attorneys. South Union Township Supervisors, Robert Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott. Chesler's Fine Furniture, and the Laurel Highlands Girls Soccer Boosters. Red Raiders back on it again. Low ball on the far side, Mia Johnston. You have Walker defending for Laurel Highlands, and Walker winning the ball. Up to Ellie Mancini. Some gaps up the field as Mancini sending it forward. Mustangs keeping possession. Some new names into the game. Jasmine Lemus now in there on the little flip down. Morgan Ferris trying to track it down into the box. Red Raiders slow down the run, sending it over the end line and out. Should be another corner kick here for Laurel Highlands. With 6:40 left here in the first half. Again, we'll have the boys game between these two schools coming up for you around 7:30 tonight on the South Union Township Sports Network. Brian Rozak alongside Jerry Dupay. Nice to have you along with us on a Tuesday night. WPIAL soccer season getting underway, and that one deflected into the back of the net straight off the corner kick. I think that was taken by Addie Nose, just waiting for the confirmation. That is Addie Nose, the goal scorer. And that's her second of the match. Coming at the 6:15 mark of the first half, so Nose getting her second. Straight off the corner. Very rare to see that. And the Mustangs now leading 5-0. Madansky just unable to hang on. Nose now looking for the HT, already with a brace. Addie Nose, low ball into the box. Marzano's there, was bodied off of it by Sarah White. Marzano, though, fighting on. Reese Haggerty into the match for the first time on the Uniontown side. Ball crossed back. White there again trying to clear. Mustangs trying to knock it down. Nice little sidestep there from Ellie Mancini with a blast, just going high. Another goal kick upcoming here on the Uniontown side. It'll be Sarah White to take this goal kick. Yeah, we wish the best to Carmen Kudaba, got injured less than 10 minutes into the match. Have yet to see her get back onto the field. Hope she's all right. It's tough to go down. Sometimes even worse first match of the season. Addie Nose firing it in. Looking there for Morgan Ferris. Knocked down there by Sarah White and deflected out. 4:29 left here in the first half. Addie Nose. There to Jasmine Lemus. Top of the box, Taylor Irwin. You're going to see a lot of these underclassmen getting some playing time if the score remains as it is. At 5-0 in favor of the Mustangs over the Red Raiders. And the boys' game between these two schools coming up around 7:30 tonight. Laurel Highlands so far here for the girls' match. Ellie Mancini going low. That one going off of Matansky. Still loose in the box. Body down by Nose, looking for the hat trick. Another chip towards the box. And Matansky able to make the save there. Sent down on the far side. Taylor Irwin trying to come back there for the Mustangs, battling Allison Novak. Played down low to Kyla and Torrey. Deflected out. Down to 3:09 left in the first half. Our buddy Marco Barczyk in the house. His son Grant will be playing later on tonight for the Uniontown boys team. His son Grant kicking for the Uniontown football team this past Friday. Senior on this Uniontown team this year. And the Laurel Highlands girls well on their way to their 20th straight win over Uniontown here tonight. Last Uniontown girls win over Laurel Highlands back in 09. A little contact there in the box. No foul called. Ball goes out of play. Should be a goal kick coming back here for Uniontown. We'll talk more about it later on tonight, but on the girls' side, or on the boys' side, Laurel Highlands has won 32 straight in the series over Uniontown. Uniontown's boys soccer team has not knocked off Laurel Highlands since 2004. You're going back 18 years. Sarah White out of the pack here on the Uniontown side. Down to Chloe Harger. Or some of these guys up here in the press box are here for that 04 game. You remember that one? Guys going back that far?
I might have been the coach.
Yeah. Jerry said he filmed it.
I can't remember. Did you was who coaching? No, I said Jerry was here. Yeah, Jerry was here. Yeah.
Mustangs looking for another cross into the box. And Ferris out in front. The only winning season the Uniontown boys have ever had was all the way back in 97. I'd certainly like to see them get back to where they were at back in the late 90s. There's Ellie Mancini crossing there, looking for Lemus. Taylor Irwin involved in the play as well. And to keep it alive, out in front and sent into the back of the nets. A little one-timer for Morgan Ferris. So the freshman getting her first varsity goal. Coming here with 43 seconds left in the first half. That'll make it 6-0. Mustangs over the Red Raiders. Cully Harger getting things restarted.
Well, he wasn't here to remind you. Blame it on him.
There's Georgia Holes. Mustangs not slowing down. Chloe DeGia looking again there for Morgan Ferris. DeGia another touch with 15 seconds left here in the first half.
10, 9, 8,
I'll count it down. The Mustangs leading 6-0.
3, 2, 1.
And that'll do it for the first half. A 6-0 lead for Laurel Highlands over Uniontown. We're back to recap the first half numbers for you in a moment here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
I can't remember if I was coach yesterday. Beat him back in the 90s.
The key to success in life is teamwork. On and off the field, in the workplace, in the home, in our schools. Teamwork gets it done. The world of competitive sports offers many good things, the most important of which is teamwork. Individual talent may win a few games, but teamwork wins championships. Go team. Go Laurel Highlands Mustangs. This positive message has been brought to you and paid for by Jason Scott.
Some things just go together, like bread and butter, blue jeans and Saturdays, best friends and phone calls. And a great match? You and discounts from Erie Insurance. It's like this. Safety features in your car will have you paying less for your auto insurance. And pay off your Erie Auto policy all at once, and you'll save up to 7% more. On your homeowner's policy, you earn discounts that start at age 46 and go up each time you celebrate a birthday. There are more discounts, too, for things like home safety features and even teenage drivers. And the savings keep adding up. When you have your auto and home covered with Erie, you get a discount. Buy a life policy with us, and the savings can get even better. At Erie Insurance, above all in service means making life a little easier on you and on your wallet. Your Erie agent is waiting for you. Your local Erie agent is Sprowell's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sprowellsinsurance.com.
Discount terms and amounts may vary by state. See your local Erie agent for details.
Smith, Lewis, and Chess, CPAs of Uniontown, would like to wish the Laurel Highlands girls soccer team and their coaches on having a successful soccer season this year.
The key to success in life is teamwork. On and off the field, in the workplace, in the home, in our schools. Teamwork gets it done. The world of competitive sports offers many good things, the most important of which is teamwork. Individual talent may win a few games, but teamwork wins championships. Go team! Go Laurel Highlands Mustangs! This positive message has been brought to you and paid for by Jason Scott. Offers a fun learning environment for all ages and ability levels. Owned and directed by Christina Lanzi John and located on South Beeson Avenue in Uniontown, Lanzi Academy of Dance offers classes in ballet, jazz, tap, acro gym, point, contemporary, lyrical, hip-hop, and ballroom, all at very reasonable prices. Lanzi Academy of Dance provides a professional, positive, and friendly environment for all dancers to find a second home. Come join the dance family and learn from the most qualified teachers in our area. For more information, visit LanziAcademy.com or call 724-438-6911.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes. Did you know that colorectal cancer is the second leading cancer killer in America, or that it can be prevented by removing polyps during a 30-minute colonoscopy? At SWGI, our board-certified gastroenterologists, Drs. Ruthart Calabrese Hoppy and I, encourage you to consider a screening colonoscopy. Call 724-437-7677 or visit swgispecialists.com.
Are you tired of looking at the same old furniture day in and day out? Let Chesler's Fine Furniture work their magic. Chesler's offers the finest in name brand home furnishings by famous manufacturers, plus accent pieces that underline your unique sense of style, and they are all sale priced. There are living room suites by King Hickory, Lancer, Craftmaster, Lazy Boy, and Best Chair, each offering a distinct flair of comfort and design in many styles and fabrics, the largest selection of metal dinettes by Douglas, and dining sets in your choice of finishes and woods. Chesler's has exceptional bedding by White Dove and Imperial in your choice of size and firmness. Chesler's Fine Furniture also offers genuine Lazy Boy recliners and living room suites for pure relaxing comfort. In addition, you can count on Chesler's for friendly, courteous service, delivery, and layaway. Credit terms are available with up to 6 months the same as Cat.
Back here at Bill Powers Stadium in Uniontown, halftime of the girls' game between the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the Uniontown Red Raiders. All Laurel Highlands so far. Mustangs leading at 6-0. Jenna Voighton got the scoring started. Goal at the 31:02 mark of the first half with the Mustangs up 1-0. Also on that goal, Uniontown keeper Carmen Kudaba got injured, and Carmen has not been able to return to the match. Ellie Mancini kept the scoring going, at the 26-22 mark of the first half. Made it 2-0 Laurel Highlands. Jocelyn Radcliffe chipped in as well. Goal at the 18-13 mark. Made it 3-0 Laurel Highlands. Addie Nose got her first of two at the 10:56 mark of the first half to make it 4-0. Nose got a brace off of a corner kick. Actually, a direct kick that went off of the keeper at the time, Kaylee Madansky, and into the back of the goal to make it 5-0. Then freshman Morgan Ferris got her first varsity goal with 43 seconds left in the first half to make it 6-0. And that's where we stand right now, 6-0 Laurel Highlands over Uniontown. And again, the Uniontown boys will open up their season against Laurel Highlands coming up at 7:30 tonight. We'll have that game for you here on the South Union Township Sports Network. 6-0 your halftime score. Laurel Highlands over Uniontown. Second half match action comes your way next here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Attorneys from all over the state and nation advertise in southwestern Pennsylvania for personal injury and workers' comp cases, but most of them send their assistants to do the legwork. You might not even meet your attorney until your first hearing.
We're local attorneys, Davis & Davis. We work directly with our clients, including free consultation. There are no fees until you receive money on your case. If you've been injured, call Davis & Davis, representing you and your neighbors yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Phone 724-437-2799.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Are you getting collection calls, finding bills in the mail you can't pay? Are you expecting shutoff or foreclosure notices? If you're in financial trouble, you need to know that there is help under the law that will help protect you and your assets. Hi, this is Attorney Chuck Zebley with Zebley, Mahal & White. Allow us to help you protect yourself. If you're in debt and have no way out, let us help you understand your options under the federal bankruptcy laws. Filing bankruptcy is not the end of the road. For many, it's a fresh start and a new beginning. So give our office a call today, 724-439-9200, or visit our website at zeblaw.com. Zebley, Mahal & White in Uniontown. Local attorneys helping local people. Let us help you fix your life. Zebley, Mahal & White. It's gonna be all right.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes with a colorectal cancer screening update. If you have a close family member with colon cancer or a precancerous polyp, your screening should begin at age 40 instead of 45. Women, like men, are at substantial colon cancer risk and should not avoid screening. Although colonoscopy is the most sensitive screening test, if you are fearful or if you have no health insurance, a stool fit test is a reasonable option. Learn more at swgispecialists.com.
Yeah, running clock. Back here at Bill Powers Stadium, we'll have a running clock for the second half with Laurel Highlands leading Uniontown 6-0. Switch sides of the field. Mustangs will work left to right as we describe it. Expect to see some of the Mustang starters early on in this second half. And I'm sure we'll get the bench mixed back in, likely on both sides. Kate Chido to get the second half underway. We'll push back here on the Laurel Highlands side. There's Julie Cooper over to Jenna Voighton in front of us. Alley knows, and Cooper again. Trying to spring Chido here on the run with Sarah White defending. Chido, good break into the box. Pulls back, touches over to Voighton. Goes into the side of the net for a Uniontown goal kick. 30 seconds into the second half. Brian Morozak alongside Jerry Dupay. Nice to have you along with us here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Again, we'll have the boys game between these two schools coming up for you around 7:30 tonight. White to take the goal kick. Good little lob, but knocked down here on the Laurel Highlands side. Played forward to Chido again. Chido, top of the 18. Low ball over to Voighton. Cross out in front. Body down there by White. Able to clear down the near wing. Isaiah McCune tries to track it down. It'll go out of play, and a throw-in we taken here by Julie Cooper. Cooper sends it in Chido's direction. White there again on the Uniontown side. Voighton fighting there for Laurel Highlands, and White sends it out of play. Mustangs will have a quick turnaround. They'll take on Bell Vernon on the road tomorrow. That'll be another section varsity game. Again, most of the girls' action around the WPIAL was played yesterday. But with the two local schools here playing a girls-boy doubleheader, both games being played tonight. Some of the Uniontown boys team starting to make their way out for warm-ups. See Bakari Wallace down there is actually one of the stars of the Uniontown basketball team. Scrappy soccer player as well. See Bakari later on tonight. Julie Cooper on the throw-in. Over the head there of Ellie Mancini. Jocelyn Radcliffe sending it off to Jenna Voighton. Her left through Mancini. On the backside now, Emily Gammon for Uniontown, battling Ellie. Last touch by Mancini going out. And Gammon will take the throw-in. Gammon on the lob off the body of Mancini and deflected out. Mancini again, sending it out in front of the Mustang bench. You got the schedule ahead for Uniontown. They're not back in action until September the 6th, taking on Ringgold here at Bill Powers Stadium. Be a 5:30 start. There's also a girl-boy doubleheader. They'll then play on back-to-back, actually 3 straight conference games that week for Uniontown as Chido sends this one wide. Talk about a tough stretch. Ringgold, Thomas Jefferson, and Connellsville in consecutive nights. Only home game during that stretch is the Ringgold game. They'll be at TJ and then at Connellsville. And Laurel Highlands will be having their senior day next Wednesday, September the 7th. A 7:30 start against Albert Gallatin. They'll have 3 games, though, before that. At Bell Vernon tomorrow for a 7:30 start, and they'll play at Albert Gallatin in the Fayette County Coaches Tournament coming up on Saturday, traditionally held Labor Day weekend. Play Brownsville in the morning and then Bentworth in the afternoon. Only one conference game, though, next week. And then they'll travel to Thomas Jefferson and host Elizabeth Forward the following week. Mustangs have also made a keeper change. Hannah Bohr in goal for the second half. Jaden Rovakaba played the first half for the Mustangs, but with the 6-0 lead on the board. The Mustangs comfortable getting some other players into the mix. Ellie Mancini breaking on the far side, looking there for Chido. Sarah White breaking it up. White's played a nice game tonight for Uniontown. Up the field there to Georgia Holes. And a good ball coming through to Zaya McCune down the near wing. McCune on the cross out in front. Hannah Bohr makes the save. You had Mia Johnston on the doorstep. But again, if you look at this Uniontown team, they started 2 freshmen on the front line, Chloe Harger and Mia Johnston here tonight. So the future bright, just trying to develop some of these young players. Just a couple of seniors on this team. Georgia Holes, Zaya McCune, and Lizzie Perkins. Of course, the Perkins name has really become famous here at Uniontown over the last couple of years. Josh and Jeremy, among others, playing football and basketball for the Red Raiders. I think Lizzie actually started playing down at Geibel and then transferred into Uniontown, if I'm not mistaken. There's Sarah White taking the free kick. Going through Allison Novak. Played back by Lexi Taylor. On to Emily Gammon. Mustangs win it back again. Good ball there. Madison Nicolo down to Jossie Radcliffe. Jossie going shoulder to shoulder there with Jacqueline Jeffries. Knocked out of play. 7 minutes into the second half. Again, we'll have a continuous clock the rest of the way with the 6-0 score up on the board. I have to thank Uniontown Assistant Athletic Director Harry Kaufman for his help today. Got us all set up. Actually helped us carry some of the equipment up here to the press box as well. Harry doing a fine job here at Uniontown. Red Raider went down. Looked almost incidental contact there as Lizzie Perkins tripped over Jenna Voighton. It is ruled a foul there on Voighton, and you'll have a free kick here for Sarah White again. So White sends it down. Off the head there of Julie Cooper. Allie knows trying to keep it alive. Good battle there with Allison Novak. Another Red Raider who's had a solid game. There's Mancini. She's a scrapper down to Jossie Radcliffe, top of the box. Radcliffe pulling back. Shot got blocked there by White. Deflected out of play. White looks a little gassed right now. Corner upcoming here for Laurel Highlands. They'll trot Addie knows on to take the corner. Remember, Addie scored directly off the corner kick in the first half. That was her second goal at the 6:15 mark, which at the time made it 5-0. Morgan Ferris scored in the final minute of the first half to make it 6-0 before halftime. Corner take, a nice little lob again from Nose. Little action here in the box. Voighton trying to get a touch and goes out on the far side to the right of Matansky. And White once again will take the goal kick here for Uniontown. Just over 9 minutes through this second half. Radcliffe bodying it down again for the Mustangs. Jossie cutting back. Red Raiders, though, trying to win the ball, but Kate Chido steps in. Chido will blast wide on the far side. Chido, surprisingly, yet to score in this match. Expected to be one of the top goal scorers on this Laurel Highlands team this year. Just want to lob back to center. Addie knows, a little collision there with Emily Gammon. And this one going in Uniontown's direction. Foul on the Mustangs. Georgia Holes will take the free kick. Georgia, Uniontown senior. And down Alexi Taylor, and then it's played back to the Mustang keeper, Hannah Bohr. And Bohr on to play the second half after Rulva Kaba got the start. Addie Knows looking for the hat trick down the far wing. Holds breaking it back up. Well, through ball going back to Hannah Bohr again. And Bohr looking for Jossie Radcliffe. And Addie Knows will throw it in, or maybe she won't. We're going to see a couple of changes. Probably be the last time we see Addie. Scored 6-0. Ball back in open space. White hustling there along with Chido. Chido beats her to the ball. Pulls back here on the near side. 20 yards from goal. Chips back. Gets a little help there from Julie Cooper. Centers top of the box to Radcliffe. And coming back defending for Uniontown, Emily Gammon. Playing it back. Jasmine Lemus. A touch back in Jossie's direction. Radcliffe side of the box. Little poke towards the goal. Madansky making the save again on the Uniontown side. She'll lob it on the near side where Jenna Voighton will head it down. Chip back going the other way, Lizzie Perkins. That one going off of Allie Knows and outs. And two Knows sisters, Allie and Addie, on the Laurel Highlands side. Another one going through Chido. It was fed by Jasmine Lemus, but Chido getting back on it. Good hustle coming back. Finds it inside the box. Crosses out in front. White knocks it down, and Sarah White knocks it out of play. Certainly impressed with White's game. She's only a freshman. We talked about Harger and Johnston on the front line, but it's been very impressive what White's done defensively for Uniontown today. Julie Cooper to take this corner kick. 13 minutes into the second half. Cooper line drive. Goes all the way through. And DeGia from 30 yards out will dribble it back. A little line drive. Wide of the goal on the far side. Another goal kick upcoming for the Red Raiders, working right to left. Going to have to thank our sponsors here in the South Union Township Sports Network, the Sprouse Insurance Group and Agent David Hughes. United Bank, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law. Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown. Jason Scott, South Union Township Supervisor. Southwestern Gastrointestinal Specialist, SWGI in Uniontown. Zebly Mahaloff and White, Uniontown Business and Bankruptcy Attorneys. South Union Township Supervisors, Robert Schiff-Bauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott. Chesler's Furniture, 601 Pittsburgh Road in front of the Fayette Plaza. Stop by and see Ted and Rich Lacey today. And the Laurel Highlands Girls Soccer Boosters with a reminder that the Mustang Senior Day game is coming up next week, September 7th against Albert Gallatin. Here's Julie Cooper coming back again for the Mustangs. Trying to feed Jenna Voighton. Once again, White defending. Voighton the last to touch it. And another goal kick here for Uniontown. So with the loss here today, I'll take the Uniontown losing streak to 25 straight. Again, their last win, I have to go back to October the 14th of 2019. 4-1 over Albert Gallatin. Mustangs a 9-7 season a year ago, went 8-6 in the conference. Again, lost a WPIAL first-round playoff game against Moon as that one played back to Hannah Bohr. Trying to get primed for another playoff run here in 2022. Allie Knows back through the midfield out to Jenna Voighton. (24-47). left here in the second half. That one trickling over the near line and out. Have probably about 25 minutes in between games. And the boys' game will start a little after 7:30 tonight. Jenna Voighton went down, no foul called. Ruled just off of Voighton and out. So Lizzie Perkins will take the throw-in. Go back to last year. Connellsville won the Mustangs Conference at 13-1. Bell Vernon went 12-2. Trinity, who's not in the section this year, went 9-5, and the Mustangs picked up the final playoff spot at 8-6. But you take Trinity out, but you put Thomas Jefferson in along with Elizabeth Forward. Both of those schools picked up big conference wins yesterday in their opening games. EF 8-0 over Albert Gallatin. TJ 4-0 over Bell Vernon. So there'll be a fight again to get into the WPIAL playoffs. Lemus led the run out there for the Mustangs. That one was played back by Georgia Holes. Over to White. You have Kyla and Tori back in on the Laurel Highlands side. I think we'll see a lot of substitutions here over the final 23 minutes. There's no junior varsity game play between these two schools. Uniontown not playing any JV girls soccer games this year just due to the lack of roster size. Adriana Walker had a good ball there on the Laurel Highlands side. Looking there for Lemus. Red Raiders knock it down. Zaya McCune lobbing, but no one home. Back to Chloe DeGia. We'll try to circle out of her own zone on the far side. A little help from Emily Gammon. The ball run out of play. One correction, I mentioned the Mustangs last year losing the first round of the playoffs. It was to Plum, not Moon. Fell 7-1 to the Plum Mustangs. Extended their playoff streak to 6 straight years. Last time the Mustangs missed was 2015. But they have not been able to get out of the opening round. Again, losing 7-1 last year to Plum, lost 13-0 to Mars the year prior. 6-0 against Trinity back in 2019. We brought you that game here on the network. 6-0 loss at West Allegheny. Fell to Mars in 2017. And Gateway, that game was actually played at Laurel Highlands preliminary round game in 2016. Lost there only 2-0. We have 21:38 left here in regulation. Have not had a goal scored here in the second half. All 6 Mustang goals scored in the first half. With the Mustangs making a lot of changes here late, might give the Red Raiders an opportunity to get a goal or two on the board. Sarah White lobs it down. Looking at Chloe Harger. Harger trying to break back. Emily Gammon trying to play it forward and then sent out of play. The weather clearing. Should have a pretty good crowd tonight for the boys' game between these two schools. Place is filled up over the last hour or so. Really pleasant temperatures to take in a night of high school soccer. We'll be back with plenty of Laurel Highlands girls and boys games throughout the rest of the season. Looking forward to the 2022 campaign. Again, we'll have that boys game for you later on tonight. And we'll pass along our schedule. If you follow the South Union Township Sports Network Facebook page, we have our schedule set. We'll pass it along to you. Emily Bellotti into the match as well on the Laurel Highlands side. The box, DeGia defending there for Laurel Highlands, knocking it out of play, and Uniontown will have a throw in here inside the Laurel Highlands zone. Red Raiders take it. We're trying to find Georgia holes. Ball again going out over the far touchline. Red Raiders send it back in. And it goes right back to the Mustang keeper, Hannah Bohr. Hannah, pretty good blast there. Sarah White knocks it down. A little battle there, and playing it ahead, the freshman Adriana Walker knocked down Zaya McCune. A little push-off. Did not hear a whistle, and actually might come back now. Walker already looks like a competitor out there on the Laurel Highlands side. You can just tell by her game, she's a nice skill set. Appreciate some of the folks checking in on our Facebook feed tonight as well. Julie Baker, Amber Lynn Harger, and Roseanne Harger. We'll have plenty of soccer action throughout the fall. A battle here in the midfield, and Brianna Marzano finds the loose ball there for the Mustangs into open space. Look out here. Kyla Intori with a play whistle down on the offside. And 17-28 left here in the second half.
Welcome, Mr. Dave Scarlett, here this evening.
White playing it down to Georgia Holes. Mustangs, though, find it again. Rosie Amoroso coming back. Some good defense there from Allison Novak to get back on the ball, battling there with Amoroso. We'll get a foul called here at the midfield. Go on the Mustangs. And a free kick for Uniontown. White to take the free kick. A little deflection. Red Raiders trying to keep it going there in traffic. Now roll back to Hannah Bohr. And Ruvalcaba got the start. Bohr in goal right now. Brianna Marzano looks to break down here for the Mustangs. Deflected out by Lizzie Perkins. Now wholesale substitutions here on the Laurel Highlands side. Checking out 8 or 9 players. Like Walker, you can tell by watching Marzano has a very high skill set. Just the way she plays out there. Got a lot of time as a freshman. I think you'll see the minutes pick up during her sophomore year. Red Raiders, a good ball here to Mia Johnston. Played back to Zaya McCune. Molly Nairn into the game on the Laurel Highlands side. White a little touchdown. A bit too far there for McCune. Our buddy Billy Dice checking in as well. Watching the game tonight. Billy on the Uniontown football coaching staff this year. Always a fan of all of our broadcasts. He was a graduate of Laurel Highlands. Now coaching for Uniontown. Taylor Irwin coming back for the Mustangs. Mustangs trying to circle it back now with Ellie Sullivan. .14-16 left on our running clock here in the second half. That one went through Jacqueline Dressel. Red Raiders settle it in their own zone. Played back to Taylor Irwin. Have the lights coming on soon here at Bill Power Stadium. The sun's setting before 8 o'clock these days. Until we're getting into the fall season. Unfortunately, losing some of those long summer days. Laurel Highlands football team on Friday after a win over Uniontown, traveling to James Weir Stadium, taking on Bell Vernon. Be a fun game on Friday nights. Red Raiders, an opportunity here. Down the near wing, Zaya McCune. Will chip into the box. Good run from Mia Johnston. Ball coming loose. Mustangs trying to regain. Johnston still there. You had Lexi Taylor there on the Laurel Highlands side. And they're going to roll this Uniontown ball. They'll take the throw in here on the near side. Played back into the box again with Allison Novak. That one went off of Rachel Gibson out. Another freshman out there on the Laurel Highlands side. Uniontown's Zaya McCune to take the throw in. Bodied down here by the Mustangs. That was Morgan Ferris, who actually scored a goal late in the first half. Touch there from Molly Nairn. Red Raiders trying to fight back there with Allison Novak. Down to Mia Johnston and rolling back to the keeper Hannah Bohr. With 12 minutes left. Bohr blasts back to center. Red Raiders defensively with Jacqueline Jeffries. Now Lizzie Perkins a touch. Sarah White's been involved all night long. Casey Filicovic. Going to keep it alive. A little slide tackle attempt there from, I thought it might have been Madison McLean. No, check that was 15 Kylie Martin. A few more changes here on the Mustang side. Settled back by Taylor Irwin. Allison Novak. Down on the far side, Amia Johnston. Coley Harger losing it. Another whistle. 10:35 left. Uniontown making a change. Lizzie Perkins exiting. Emily Gammon back in. Red Raiders take another throw in. They got a little open space here. Sarah White now coming up on the field a bit. White on the near side. I tripped up. Looks a little gassed out there. She's played a good game tonight. Has covered a lot of field. And she'll get a free kick here. Wait a little line drive, top of the 18, deflected back in her direction. Sarah coming back on the near side. Leaving it off to Zaya McCune. McCune battling down the near wing. A lot of contact. Zaya wanted a foul, didn't get it. There's Molly Nairn out of her own zone, colliding there with White. Freeing up Emily Gammon. Into the box, Georgia Holes. Holes a little chip. Red Raiders picking up the pressure a little bit with 9:03 to play. Wind also picking up a bit as well. Far side, Filicovic. Now the Mustangs a little run with Amoroso. Madansky scooping it up there on the Uniontown side. 8:40 to play. And we have not had a goal here in the second half. It was 6-0 at halftime. Still 6-0. White another touch. Low ball there. Knocked down by Taylor Irwin. Sophie Kudaba was in goal now. Playing the field for the Red Raiders. Trying to touch it up to Georgia Holes. We have a couple of dark clouds moving in. The wind picking up. You never know. We might get a scattered shower here late. A couple of low clouds down there as well. Wind blowing right to left right now. Rosie Amoroso stepping up. 3-on-2 coming back. Amoroso staying with it. White defending. Sarah deflecting it initially. Amoroso back on it, right on goal. Madansky, a nice save there on the Uniontown side. 7:21 to play, keeping it at 6-0. See the wind even blowing her hair around out there. Run up here from Allison Novak. Down on the near wing to Chloe Harger. Harger on her horse. Walker defending, sending it out of play. Throw in here from Zaya McCune. Over to White. White, a little collision there with Amoroso. Freeing up Ferris going the other way. The play offside on the pass to Jacqueline Dressel. .6:12 to play. White to take the free kick. Headed there by Walker. Mia Johnston trying to body it down. Goes out of play on the far side. Should be a Uniontown throw in here for Sophie Kudaba. With 5:35 to play. Top of the 18. A little open space here for the Red Raiders. Played back to White. Touchdown. Over to Chloe Harger. Harger trying to break. Mustangs getting back defensively. Harger trying to regain. Goes off on the near side. On the cross, there's Zaya McHugh deflected out in front. Ball still loose here for the Red Raiders. And a little collision as Allison Novak ran in ahead of Bohr. But Bohr able to make the save and keep the clean sheet on the scoreboard. Now the Mustangs trying to counterattack here with Allie Sullivan, and Sullivan went down. With 4:45 to play. Starting to see those long shadows now late in the day. Boys teams warming up. Mustangs out on the far side. And he gets rolled back and scooped up by Madansky again. As we go under 4 minutes left in regulation. Sarah White to take the free kick. A collision here at midfield. Kovic, a little push in the back there on Ellie Sullivan. There's Georgia Holes. Down on the near wing. Red Raiders a little operating room here with Chloe Harger. Down to Georgia Holes. Now check that. Zaya McCune. Zaya McCune down on the near side. Looking to cross out in front. Diving save again from Hannah Bohr. 3:05 to play. Getting a lob back to center. Well, header there from White. That one went off of Rachel Gibson out. We got a Uniontown throw-in with 2:40 to play. Mustangs making a few more changes. I think everyone that's dressed today has gotten into the game. Kyla and Torrey. Georgia Holes coming back. Broken up there. Amoroso on it for the Mustangs. Red Raiders break it up again. Allison Novak up to Sarah White. Another good ball down the near wing. Let's see if Chloe Harger can track it down, and the ball will go over the near touch line and out. Throw in for the Mustangs with 1:50 to play. Mustangs send it in. Is up there to Dressel. Red Raiders find it. Kylie Martin. Red Raiders trying to fight back there. A little cross from Sophie Kudaba. And three Kudabas, or check that, two Kudabas on the roster, Carmen and Sophie.
1 minute remaining in the match.
Final minute now. Red Raiders trying to avoid the shutout with the ball here in the Mustang zone. Nice little play back there from Georgia Holes. Holes a little low shot, scooped up once again by Kaylee Matansky. Final 25 seconds. And Piers will go without a goal here in the second half. And going back to the first half, a goal from Jenna Voigt and one from Ellie Mancini. One from Jocelyn Radcliffe. Addie Nose got two. Morgan Ferris one as Hannah Bohr covers. And they'll count it down. And Laurel Highlands will start off the 2022 soccer season with a 6-0 win over the Uniontown Red Raiders. Tonight's game was brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Bob Schiff-Bauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, Atlantic Broadband, Armstrong Cable, and our friends at CUTV, including Gary Smith. Stay tuned. Game 2 of our doubleheader on the way next. Boys game between Laurel Highlands and Uniontown. Start expected a little bit after 7:30 tonight. Again, 6-0 your final score in the girls' game. Laurel Highlands over Uniontown. This has been a South Union Township Sports Network presentation. No, because we have